The Imperial County Office of Education Special Education Department offers high-quality services to children with disabilities and their families. These services, including speech and language therapy, vision services, mobility instruction, deaf and hard of hearing services, and occupational therapy, are provided at one of several community-based classrooms housed throughout the Imperial County and in the Imperial Valley Center for Exceptional Children, IVCEC, located in El Centro, California. Our experienced staff of teachers and support personnel are dedicated to empowering students to become productive members of the community by providing high-quality learning opportunities in the area of academic skills, independent life skills, employment skills, and in building effective relationships with others.
The Imperial County Office of Ed Student Services provides many supports to the districts of Imperial County. First and foremost, we house the regional program for the special education department. So we serve students that are in a moderate to severe range of disability, and we also house the deaf and hard of hearing program, and we also house the visually impaired program, and we also provide all the services for the preschool population and in the special needs area as well.
We serve kids out in the community. Most of our kids are, they range from ages 5 to about 22 years old. In our program, we provide specialized academic instruction for our kiddos while being served out in the public school settings. Our classrooms are self-contained classrooms where kids are given the opportunity to be integrated with, typical peers as much as possible.
The Speech and Language Department for the Imperial County Office of Ed serves a couple purposes. One, we provide speech assessment, diagnosis and therapy for students with speech disabilities here in the regionalized program of Imperial County Office of Ed. We also provide supports on an itinerant basis for districts around the county.
The Deaf and Hard of Hearing program works with students who are hard of hearing or deaf. It is a regionalized program that brings students from throughout the county to schools that host us here in El Centro. As much as possible, we try to mainstream the students into the regular classroom setting with support from our DHH program. Any student who has a hearing deficiency that affects their ability to gain language and speech, basically a language or speech delay, is eligible for the program. The visually impaired program works in that we have a visually impaired, a teacher for the visually impaired who is itinerant. She goes out to classes to help support students who are either low vision or blind. Orientation and mobility works in conjunction with VI. The teacher there goes out to each of the students who are either low vision or blind, and she works with them using their cane skills, how to get around, basically looking at all the cardinal directions, north, south, east, west, northwest, southwest, so that they're able to effectively move throughout their school community or their school environment.
So our kids out in community-based settings are typically integrated into general ed settings depending on their skill level. So we have many kids joining general education settings for core curricular activities. Sometimes our kids join the gen ed settings for socialization skills, to improve the socialization skills actually that they've been taught in our self-contained classrooms.
Well, we provide support to all the districts. We have some specialized services like nursing services, psych services, and speech services that are provided, that are known as direct services. And those are provided to some of the smaller school districts in Imperial County. That is determined by their ADA counts. And as you know, in our region, there are different sized school districts. We have some very small ones and we have some very large ones. So our direct services, while we provide supports to all districts, target those small school districts.
Our nursing department consists of 3 school nurses as well as several licensed vocational nurses and health assistants. These individuals provide a very needed support of helping our students with direct medical services that they may need to attend to school. They work with the districts to provide education, to provide services to districts that don't have school nurses, working with them on training for their staff through CPR training for administering medication on campus. So that encompasses a lot of what they do. They provide a very important service to our districts as well as our county program.
So our autism preschool serves kids that are between the ages of 3 to 5. Obviously, these children have been identified identified as having autism spectrum disorder. It is a very highly intensive program. It's highly structured for our kids with autism. We provide, intensive early intervention services for our kids.
IVCEC, we provide a regionalized program for the Imperial County, which serves all of our neighboring 17 school districts. We serve all of those children who have moderate to severe and severe to profound disabilities. Here at our center, currently we have an enrollment of a little bit over 200, almost 300 students actually to date. And again, those students who have more significant needs. We really have a mission to support our students. So we really try to meet the child's needs fully and wholly here at our particular center, because we're looking at serving children and providing for their quality of life and giving them the best that we absolutely can by partnering with our parents, our teachers, our staff, and our community as a whole.